The first question I'm going to answer is every idea protectable? So, from an intellectual property perspective, actually we don't protect ideas themselves. They're available in the public domain for everybody to use and build on, which is good for innovation. But you can protect your individual expression of that idea using intellectual property. Some IP arises automatically once you've expressed the idea in tangible form, so you need to actually write it down or do something with the idea. It's not about protecting an idea that's in your mind or that you've just spoken about with a friend. And some IP, you need to register it to benefit from that protection. One thing you can do, if you haven't yet expressed your idea in a tangible form or registered a type of IP to protect it, is use a non-disclosure agreement, and that's a way to protect confidential information, and some people use that when they're still in the beginning process of their idea, to protect the idea. But the best thing to do is to express the idea in a tangible form and use that IP to protect your idea. So in summary, no, you can't protect all ideas. In fact, we don't protect any ideas. We protect the individual expression of that idea, and you can do that through intellectual property or a non-disclosure agreement. The second question I'm going to answer is, what's important when coming up with an invaluable idea? So related to what I just said, from an intellectual property perspective, the value of the idea comes in the individual expression of that idea. So everybody could come up, using the same idea, come up with a different expression of that idea, whether it's an invention or a novel or a skirt, whatever it is. You add the value to it by adding like your individual perspective, your skills, your life experience, how you see the world, your individual personality coming through in that creativity, creation, innovation, whatever it is. That's what adds the value to it. And also, I can't help but mention, from the IP perspective, the value of the idea comes in protecting it through intellectual property and other ways to and having that kind of strategy. Otherwise, you might not kind of benefit from the value of that idea. So finally, my message to GlobalWIIN and the GlobalWIIN community, I just want to say that from talking to friends and colleagues, I feel that there's a lot of pressure on women right now to be super productive and overachieving. And I just want to remind you that we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and if you didn't get out of bed today, that's also fine, and don't be hard on yourself, especially if you have childcaring responsibilities and your projects are on hold. Don't feel guilty. You know, it's just a time when we have to take things, surrender and go with the flow, and don't give up, but don't be hard on yourself, and don't feel guilty if other things are taking precedent right now. I know that's been my experience. I think, oh, I haven't done any work today, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we're in the middle of a global pandemic and it's okay. So that's my message.